So, we live in a world that you have to be on top of your game. And as a photographer, you need to do that too. We like it or not, being trendy is the way to get more eyes to your photography, especially with how Instagram's algorithm works. Is what people say, don't work hard, work smart. Personally, I don't think following the trends is a bad thing. Actually, it's a way of marketing. Therefore, following trends doesn't mean you have to put aside your own aesthetic or your own niche of photography, but to combine the trends with how you photograph. So, let's see what trends we will have on 2020. Even if the whole world is crumbling down and we only have 4 months left to go. I think that even before Miss Rona, people were photographing everyday life. But after Rona came, the challenge was harder. To the countries that had strict rules and lockdowns, the photographers suffered. And so the everyday life changed route and the focus was on the photographer. Documenting their own lives became a trend. And in my opinion, that is not going anywhere. I'm not talking about nature photography, but portrait. Now, hear me out. If you have dabbled with portraiture before, you know that retouching is an important step. But after time, people started overuse retouching. I personally have an example of a photographer that overdoes it so much you can tell it's fake. But now things start to change, especially with the emergence of film photography. More and more people and photographers started to give less time to retouch and let their model to look human again. I don't know what it is, but neon lights give me such happiness, and I'm not the only one. I guess photographers now love the vibrant colors of the neon lights. And I know activism is not a trend, and it shouldn't be a trend, but it helps that activism now it's more looked at. And when I say activism, I mean every single type of it, especially with the environment and social activism. We saw it when the fires in Australia were going. We saw powerful photography that created conversations. Also, after the unfair and brutal murder of George Floyd, we saw incredible, powerful, and most importantly, truthful photos. This kind of photos can make people realize what problems exist or still exist in the world. Film photography is back, baby. The look of film and the film itself are back, and maybe it's here to stay. Because we love vintage and nostalgia so much as a generation, we want the film to represent how we feel. But also, photographers choose film cameras as a better option than DSLR. DSLRs are not over yet, but I see more and more people or photographers choose the quality rather than quantity that a digital camera can give you. So take the information that I gave you, pick your camera, and do something creative. If you want more, like this video and subscribe.